Bonjour YouTube, j'espère que vous êtes bien dans la forme. Très heureux de vous retrouver pour une toute nouvelle conférence, le BitSummit Punch Mixtape, deuxième conférence de Summer Game Fest, mais première vraie conférence, puisque la première c'était la semaine dernière. Donc alors on rentre vraiment dans les 15 jours du Summer Game Fest avec cette conférence faite par Game Radar. Ça va durer environ 1 heure sur les jeux indés venant du Japon et de partout dans le monde. Ça commence dans quelques secondes maintenant. Je suis grave hype, car ça y est, on va rentrer dans ce Summer Game Fest avec cette première conférence qui, je l'espère, va nous montrer d'excellents jeux indépendants. Je vous ai pris mon petit carnet à côté s'il y a des démos. Et c'est parti pour ce BitSummit Punch Mixtape. Petite musique. Okay.
Hello everyone and welcome to the BitSummit Punch Mixtape in association with Games Radar. I am your host Jules Gill and today I will be shining a spotlight on the coolest game devs from last weekend's BitSummit Games Festival in Kyoto, Japan. I'm coming to you live from the most Japanese place that I could get to on the bus, London, England. And for the next hour, I'll be walking you through some of the hottest world premieres, trailers and reveals fresh from the festival. We've got something for everyone. Whether you're after survival horror or RPGs that are stuffed with narrative or games about dating supernaturally ginormous women. And I know that you are after that last one. I've read your emails. They were vivid. But don't worry, you don't have to just hang out with me here in London. Our own veteran newshounds were live on the scene in Kyoto to interview developers, check out games, and expense a heroic amount of takoyaki, all while this was happening. In fact, why don't we check out what they were up to right now?
Allez, c'est parti.
Hello everyone, my name is Jaimon the Game Enjoyer, coming to you live from BitSummit,
Allez, Jaimon.
Kyoto, Japan.
Donc lui, ouais, c'est le gars, c'est BitSummit. Et alors il y a un festival, je crois que c'est au Japon, du coup, le festival BitSummit qui est cette semaine. Et donc ça rentre dans le cadre de ce festival-là, quoi.
You will see the worldwide indie games and indie games from Japan. So look forward to that. Thank you again, and back to you in the studios, Jules! Arigatou gozaimashita!
So, what say we kick things off with a bang? Our first game of the night is a bona fide world premiere, and it dares to ask, what if a load of really, really horrible stuff happened to people in space? From developer Simon Lukashik, here is Copernicus.
Allez, on veut du jeu. Let's go.
You can't escape if you love. Wishlist incremental suffering. Copernicus
Je vais même pas lire. Que ce soit cop. Comprends pas. Nintendo Switch. Jeu à choix. Taiko, qui arrive donc le 25 juin sur Nintendo Switch. Ok.
See, I told you we had a giant lady dating game. Congratulations to all of you who just experienced some kind of awakening, and to the communities of at least 35 specialty subreddits who now feel truly seen for the first time in their lives. Now, next up, remember the good old days of game books where the line between life and death was all a matter of which page you turn to next? Well, so does our next game, Veritas Tales, which is bringing back the days that I spent hunched over a copy of Grail Quest in glorious video game form.
ようこそ我が書斎へ。
Ah. Oh, encore un jeu de cartes. Non, c'est marrant, la façon dont c'est fait. En mode vraiment t'écris ton histoire. En vrai, c'est plutôt pas mal.
おお、甘いの。後でレベルを一つ上げるんじゃ。ペッペ。今度は耳赤味じゃ。後でレベルを一つ下げるんじゃな。もう一度。
C'est vraiment compte. Oh, le titre il est trop long. Mais ça arrive le 9 juillet. Franchement, c'est une bonne idée. Nightmare House. Maison de l'horreur. Ok, pas de date. Pas vu grand chose.
Nightmare House takes the classic survival horror experience of a beloved mod and turns it into a fully fledged and fully terrifying game. Almost as scary as my first year uni halls. Now how's a Nightmare House? 800 quid a month? Without bills? Are you kidding? I'd rather take the Undead Horde. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, the BitSummit Punch Mixtape in association with Games Radar. Yeah. Where the next game that we're going to be talking about is an action-packed twin-stick beat-em-up and is one where you put on the sandals of a robot monk with a very, very big stick. Here is Zen Shattered Legacy.
Pourquoi ça me parle ça? Ça ressemble à un jeu que j'avais vu, j'ai plus le nom en tête. Un jeu qu'on avait lors d'un Project Time. Je sais pas si vous voyez. J'ai plus le nom en tête. Zen avec une démo disponible. Ok.
Let's check in with our boys on the ground.
Hi, my name is John Davis. I'm one of the organizers and founders of BitSummit. So BitSummit started in really around 2012. It was when we started to think about it. We were between projects at Q Games, one of the co-founding companies. Myself and James Milkey and our producer Tominaga-san. We had about 200 people, about 50 developers from around Japan. For the first few years, we didn't have a lot of sponsors. Graciously, Sony and Epic were there, and Kyoto Prefecture was supporting us. But the bulk of the show was these small developers that would, travel out, and we'd give them a table for free. Like, hey, just show your stuff. We want everybody to get together. And so we were on the first floor of this building for a few years, and we went from 200 people to 2,000 people to 5,000 people and it just kept growing and growing and growing. When we came back from the pandemic, it was 50,000. Everyone here, all of our sponsors, we love them so much, but they make all of this possible for us to bring these smaller developers here. People come to BitSummit and then, they say, I want to make a game. And then they come back 2 years later and they exhibit their game at BitSummit. And then they find a publisher. And then, they come back and they're at the publisher's booth like a year later. And so the whole event is based around that kind of ethos, that community.
Yeah, BitSummit 2027 number 50! So we're incredibly proud to be able to provide this space for indie developers to thrive here.
On l'avait fait
We can't wait to see what the future of BitSummit brings.
en démo.
Stay tuned.
Le jeu qui est derrière. Ouais, du coup, on pensait, je sens qu'on voit rien. J'ai l'impression qu'on voit rien sur les jeux depuis tout à l'heure. On va peut-être pas commencer à discuter là.
In Wonderland,
Hey.
where the souls of the dead are trapped, only those who defeat the queen can be free.
Enfin, un bon jeu. Et j'aime bien la DA.
Form poker hands with skill cards to enhance your skills.
Oh non, on a encore des... Pourquoi ils mettent des cartes partout là?
Time rewinds. Confess your sins
Ouais.
and turn them into power.
C'est terrible.
Why did the queen create this world? What awaits the victor? Salvation or retribution?
Climb Light. Ok. Pas de date. Juste le wishlist. Dans le ouf. C'est bizarre ça pour le coup. Wow. Chelou. Il y a une démo
Now,
disponible.
I'm not going to lie to you folks, I've been excited about Broken Law ever since I fell down an urban exploration hole on YouTube that one time. I mean, I love the idea of going to somewhere that you're not meant to, surrounded by people in a dense city. Now, admittedly, I am less keen on being killed by a scary head lady with an infinite neck, but you take the rough with the smooth. Now, our next game is the Game of Kings. The old 18 holes, Tiger's Folly, that is right, we're talking about golf. And Yodely Golf is an open-world multiplayer co-op game featuring literally one golf ball. No, really, check it out.
1, 2, 3.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? Ouais, il y en a beaucoup des jeux de golf. Il y a une petite mode de ça. Tous les jeux de golf un peu what the fuck. Pour tout cela.
Oh no!
Yodely Golf. Yodely.
Hi, I'm Jonathan,
C'est suisse,
and
ça.
I'm a technical producer at Key Games. This is Yodely Golf.
Yodely Golf.
It's a 4-player adventure-style golf game, and it's just a ton of fun. It's kind of meant to be crazy golf. You and your friends are going to be in a open world full of mysteries, puzzles, all sorts of crazy items. And
Ah, c'est pas vraiment
also, you
un
have a single golf ball.
jeu de golf comme
So
on
you have to
l'entend.
play
C'est un monde
golf
ouvert
and get it into the
avec des
hole,
puzzles à
and
résoudre.
any word you say is going to come to life, and you're going to see all the words of every player. I think BitSummit is unlike any other game show.
Ah, tu
Being
joues
a
dans la
part
petite voiturette.
of an
là.
event with these
Trop marrant.
creators who come from every part of the world, these really indie creators who are making the most innovative titles. And I think this indie mentality is why. And I'm just really grateful to be able to be a part of it. I think it's so validating as the team to see that the game you've worked so hard on for so long, like, gets such an amazing reaction from the fans. And I love, like, hearing what they say. Sometimes they even have, like, amazing design ideas, amazing, like, input on our games. And I think it's so fun just to be able to talk to everyone and kind of just be a part of, like, the energy of BitSummit.
Oh, ça ressemble à... Ah merde, c'est la petite bête là dans son Stolen Liberty. Un truc un peu comme ça? Non, je confonds. Ok. Vous êtes grand, monsieur. Hey. Encore une fois, la DA est plutôt pas mal en vrai. Hein. Anomalis le 29 octobre. Bah, pourquoi pas pour le coup. Oh. Dégueu. Tenebris Somnia cette année. Plein de pixels. Dusk. Ça sort partout, voilà, même sur mobile.
Hey, I'm
Ça
Dave.
sort
I'm the
vraiment
head of
partout.
New Blood Interactive, and we're here at BitSummit 2026 with Dungeons of
Ah,
Dusk
ça,
and
Dungeons of Dusk.
Insomnia. Dungeons of Dusk is a turn-based dungeon
Ça me
crawler,
l'a
classic
hyper
dungeon
vide.
crawler, based
Pas
on
convaincu du
taking
truc. Hein.
place in between our 2018 first-person shooter Dusk. Everybody knows Dusk, right? Dusk was, you know, it helped kickstart the boomer shooter renaissance, right? And we've done some spin-offs, and we always really wanted to make a dungeon crawler. You know, a classic step-by-step turn-based dungeon crawler based on our favorite dungeon crawler, which was actually a mobile game, Doom RPG. So id Software, they had spun off a couple of mobile games, Doom RPG and Wolfenstein 3D RPG, as well as Orcs and Elves and stuff like that. And those were, there's something, people remember them really fondly. They're not as complicated as, say, something like a Wizardry, but like they're just so much fun to pick up and play. And we thought Dusk would lend itself really well to that style of gameplay. Plus, we just always wanted to make a blobber, a turn-based dungeon crawler. We're happy to be here in Japan, showing it in Japanese for the first time, because we know the Japanese audience, they love dungeon crawlers. We know Wizardry, especially, is huge in Japan. I couldn't be happier to have, you know, a dungeon crawler in Japanese in Kyoto in 2026.
Tenebris Somnia is a classic survival horror, but in a 2D environment, like an old Famicom game, let's say. But when you advance on the story,
Quoi ça? Ah, c'est le jeu de qu'on a vu juste avant, plein de pixels là.
An award-winning crew of filmmakers and special effects people. So the contrast of both styles is so shocking that it elevates the horror. The idea is that people come for the cutscenes, but they stay for the story.
Ouais, j'ai énormément de mal avec ces jeux-là où on sent que des pixels où t'as tout qui se mélange, t'as du mal à voir les... à voir ce que tu regardes. Là.
To show off Tenebris Somnia, we've got the props from the game.
We have a recreation of one of the bedroom cutscenes.
Sauf que là, ils font plein d'images un peu là comme là. Pour un jeu plein de pixels derrière. Je vois pas à quoi ça sert.
So it's again, it's just seeing the reaction from people, of the Japanese fans, has been yeah, that's why we're here. That's why we do it.
The game is inspired by many Japanese games, like Dino Shokutaku, Silent Hill, Biohazard. So it's crazy to be here in Japan, where it all began.
And it's also really special to meet fans here, because here at New Blood, we're all about making games with our friends together. And so when we get to meet people who enjoy our games like in person, they get to be our friends, and we're making games as friends so we can all enjoy games together, and it's a really special feeling.
Man, I cannot believe that we got to chat to Dave Oshry, and I can't believe even more that we didn't have to bleep anything out. Anyway, big news, ladies and gentlemen. I'm getting word that, yes, it is time again for another world premiere to blow your socks off and add a new game to your heaving, swollen wish lists. From Black Tower Studios, here is a game about how you can do anything you want if you just believe in yourself, including back alley surgery.
World Première. Allez, un bon jeu là. Très bien.
はい、私はミスオレンジ。この病院の助手をやってるわ。今日はあんたたちにこの病院のことを教えてあげるから、よく聞きなさいよ。では早速行ってみよう。ここはマフィアが経営する病院。残念ながら君は借金のせいでここで働くことになってしまった。しかし君には何の知識も経験もない。でも大丈夫。治療は簡単。まずは患者さんの話をよく聞き、よく観察し、書類をしっかり確認しよう。患者さんの情報と君の推理力があれば必ず病気を特定できるはず。正しく診断して治療を成功させよう。欲を言えばちょっとしたオペができればもう
Ouais, alors les mini-jeux, je suis pas sûr par
心
contre.
臓マッサージや脳の交換手術とか。
Oh, c'est dommage.
でも簡単な患者さんばかりじゃない。例えばたくさんの病気にかかってる人や10秒で死んじゃう人、強盗も来るし。
J'ai hyper peur que les mini-jeux ils cassent un peu le truc, mais si c'est vraiment une petite partie, ça va.
親身になって適当に対応しよう。日中真面目に働いたら毎晩コツコツ借金を返していこう。いつか返済が終わる日までね。でも時には返せない日もあるよね。辛いけどそんな日は取り立て人から殴られてしまうんだ。でも運が良ければ当たらない。パンチを避けて生き延びよう。ここに来るのは様子のおかしい患者さんばかりだけど、直して稼いで借金返せば自由になれる。ドクターウップス。
Docteur Oops. Ah, y a pas de démo? Comme je l'ai noté. Juste pour me renseigner.
Hello, I am a combat demon, or humans call me Lila. We cannot operate your machines, and you cannot survive without us.
Changement d'ambiance là.
Maintain the reservation zone. In exchange for our protection, some humans are sorted and sent as sacrifices. Outside the walls, there live demons who exist only to kill. We hold them back as best we can. I don't know what awaits us next, but as long as we are by your side, this world has not yet collapsed.
Prodigal's Call. Ah, c'est pareil, c'est un jeu que je pourrais aimer. Mais si c'est pas traduit en français, FF quoi. Malheureusement. Et souvent c'est ça, c'est des jeux qui viennent du Japon, qui traduisent en anglais et puis c'est tout quoi. Il n'y a pas de trad autre que l'anglais en général, malheureusement. C'est un peu dommage. Épisode 1, démo play final. Ok, Schrödinger. Je vais le noter pour essayer une trad française, mais ouais, ça chaud. Mais bon, j'y crois moyen.
コロナ禍に生まれたゲームで、人と電話でつながるゲームになってます。ジャンルとしてはアドベンチャーゲームで、
Avec les petites oreilles de chat.
人にちょっと話を聞いてもらいたいとか、人にちょっと寄り添ってほしいとか、そういうまあ気持ちってみんなあると思うんですけども。On est
d'accord que Schrödinger, là, c'était un sans Colt, c'est un jeu comme ça, coop, comme ça. Je sais pas si c'est les mêmes du coup. Mais il y avait un jeu, du coup c'était pas la démo que je pensais que j'avais fait la démo, mais c'est pas le même jeu du coup. Mais il y a un jeu qui s'appelle pareil, celui qui a pas Colt, c'est juste Schrödinger, je crois, de mémoire.
最終的に自分に起きていること、なぜ私はここの部屋にいるのかとか、そういうことも明確になっていくようなアドベンチャーゲームです。このゲームは本当に人の気持ちに寄り添う優しいゲームだと思っています。で、一見ちょっとこうとっつきにくい感じもあるかもしれないですけれども、ゲームとしては誰でも遊べるように作っているので、本当に広い人に手を取ってほしいですし、ぜひ一番最後までプレーをしてほしいと思ってます。で、ぜひ最後まで終わったら一番身近な一番大切な人に電話をしてほしいなと思ってます。はい。
Schrodinger's Call is a game about conversations with lost souls and how the choices we make in life continue to echo after death.
Ouais, c'est vraiment pas mal pour le coup, mais traduction française quoi.
I mean,
Il y a
cats
pas.
do linger in the afterlife too, you know. Anyway, up next we've got Falsus, an absolutely hypnotic rhythm game that is also somehow a card game. I mean, what? I have to use my fingers and my brain in this one? That seems unfair.
なあ、見えてんぞ。何がですか？首だ首、バインドの。てかおもろい色してんじゃん。あんた、何がそんなに気になってんだよ。ストップ。忘れたの？嘘ついたらすぐにわかるって。
Oh, ok, rythme.
みんなあなたの力になりたいって思ってるよ。自分から逃げない。楽観に甘えんな。分かってんだよ、これからの。私らの未来も。いつか落ちるとしても、私たちは繋がれてるの。あの空に。違う。あなたは間違ってる。天使だっていいよ、やってみやがれってんだよ。大事なんでしょ。そんなこと言わないの。自分に嘘つかないで。
T'as des... Ouais, t'as des skills en plus. Je comprends pas trop. Pourquoi c'est non imprononçable? Je sais pas. Du jardin. Oh, les persos, cerveau et main là, ça me fume. C'est stylé ça. Mais il n'y en a pas de traduction. Si c'est RIP, RIP. C'est bon. Il n'y a même pas la trad. Terrible. Après, je crois qu'ils ont pour l'événement, ils ont une page Steam dédiée, je crois. Donc si jamais, on pourra aller check après la page Steam. Cohen. Oh. Oula, enregistré à l'arrache là. Le micro. Terrible. Terrible le micro là. En fait, on n'entend rien. On n'a rien entendu.
Now, I might be biased, friends, but what other showcase is going to hit you with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hit punch of dark fantasy management, survival bullet heavens, Metroidvanias, top-down shooters, alchemy, eerie walled cities, and my favourite, Chinese fantasy daughter-raising sims, all in just under 2 minutes? Nowhere. That's where, and we're not done yet. Oh, and if any of the games that you've seen today tickle your fancy, and how could they not, then don't forget to wishlist them by heading to the link below. Now, don't go anywhere, folks. We've still got some surprises right up our sleeve before we call it a night.
Tonight at 6, what is reclusive tech billionaire Tom Ballinger's new secret project?
Breaking news. On n'a rien vu, on voit rien.
20年先にも世界があるのなら教えてください。そこはどんな世界ですか？
Je comprends pas le principe de montrer ton jeu, se fait montrer 3 images quoi. C'est terrible. Enfin sauf c'est quand c'est des gros jeux vraiment connus, du coup t'as la hype. Mais sur des jeux comme ça, le but c'est quand même de vendre ton jeu. Donc le but c'est de montrer des images. Je sais pas. Je ne comprendrai jamais le principe.
Je は今ここで過ごした時間をずっと覚えている気がします。たとえいつか全部消えてしまっても。こんなクソな世の中、さっさと滅ぼしましょう。
Since we came to this island, our bodies have changed. Basic human needs disappeared. We don't age or get ill. Our wounds heal themselves. That's why we've called this island Eden. But soon, a new type of hunger emerged. We became prisoners to ambrosia, a rare fruit that only some of us can acquire. Those who don't shortly fall into madness. There are cruel creatures dwelling in every shadow, appearing from nowhere. By slaying them, we take over their power. But we need to watch out for our frantic companions too. This hellish place shouldn't exist any longer. We need to put an end to Eden.
3 jours, bientôt.
Now, you might not ever see me again once End of Eden hits. It's the exact kind of harsh clockwork world that I go crazy for. I mean, yes, its island is profoundly cursed, but look, nobody's perfect. Anyway, coming right up, we've got a game with a simple question. If things started subtly changing around your flat, would you notice it? Like, really notice it before it's all too late? Well, you better hope so, because you've got 7 days to think about it.
J'arrive vraiment pas à un jeu comme ça. C'est trop moche. Seven Days to Think About It. Ça arrive le 16 juillet sur Steam. Un style qu'il faut vraiment aimer, hein, pour le coup. Ça plaira pas à beaucoup de monde, je pense. Ah, c'est pas mal pour le coup. Il y a de l'originalité, de la recherche, une bonne DA. Script The Endless End en 2026 sur PS5 et Steam. Ça avait l'air vraiment pas mal pour le coup.
Where's the shade? Where's Ren?
Well, are you a failure?
Could do better. But it's hard. Every time I try, someone gets hurt.
I don't understand any of that. But thanks for coming with me.
You must look after her. Don't let her fade, so you don't get lost.
Come on, friend. Follow us. We won't let you lose your way.
Oh.
Anyone you
Ça a l'air tout mignon.
Let the spirits guide your path forward.
Light?
Yeah, you're my light.
Opus Prismic cette année.
Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. I hope you had a great time. Before you go, remember, guys, to wishlist all the games because wishlisting is free. We'll see you at next year's BitSummit. Sayonara!
C'est la fin là?
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to BitSummit Punch Mixtape. We've
Ah,
had
c'est
an
même pas hier.
amazing weekend here in Kyoto, and I can't thank you all for tuning in to our inaugural show. Please make sure you head to our Steam page. All the games are there.
Oh,
and
c'est déjà la fin là?
check them out, wishlist
Non.
them, follow them, show these devs some love. It really means a lot to us. And we'll see you next year. Peace.
And that's our show, folks. Thanks for tuning in to the BitSummit Punch Mixtape in association, and do not forget, with Games Radar. Make sure to head to the link below to find out more about all the games you saw today. I've been Jules Gill, and with any luck, I will continue to be for some time. It's been a pleasure. You know what? Let's see each other again soon, shall we? Yeah, you can pop over anytime you want. Maybe call first though, because I do live in Wales, and it's quite
Ça a
dry.
été plus
I
rapide
don't
que
want
ce
to
que je
get
pensais.
there and just be told that you can't come in.
Moins d'une heure.
My cat's also quite sick at the moment, so you'd have to be dealing with a lot of fur. But wait! If you're still hungry for more exciting games, then our friends over at The Mix are putting on an absolutely stellar showcase. Seriously, don't go anywhere. Their stream is about to start right now, so here we go.
Ok, bah c'est là-dessus que se termine ce BitSummit Punch Mixtape sur les jeux indés venant du Japon et de leur festival là, BitSummit. Je sais pas quoi dire. C'est faible, on a vu peu de choses. Moi, je me suis noté 2 jeux, Dr. Oops et Schrödinger Calls, qui m'ont l'air pas si mal. Il y a eu 2-3 jeux pas mal aussi, qui n'est pas forcément noté, mais assez faible dans l'ensemble, je trouve. Bon, c'est une première conférence, on va rentrer doucement, on se mouille la nuque avant de vraiment avoir les bonnes confs. Bon, faut un démarrage à tout. Mais j'avoue que je suis un poil déçu du truc. Bon. Enfin bref, YouTube, on va s'arrêter là bien sûr pour cette conférence, cette première conférence. Merci d'avoir suivi. On se retrouve très vite pour de nouvelles conférences. Bye tout le monde.